All right, everyone, hello and welcome to the kickoff for HRL Halo Infinite, our first series on here, go-kart action at Eagle River. Get the cinematic intro here. Oh yeah, we're flying through. Pretty crazy upgrade on the facility here. Yeah, clearly a lot of work put into this from Matt, so this is definitely the newest version of Eagle River. And in my opinion, already the best. Updates on this are pretty sweet. The track flows nicely. It's a little bit different this time around. We'll get into that, but yeah, you could tell you could do a lot more aesthetically in this game, and you can tell that as we roll through the map. I'm trying to show off all the details. It might be impossible to be honest. I don't think I could pull it off, but I didn't even realize that tire. Probably will miss something, so sorry, but I'm trying my best. I'm truly trying my best. There's a lot. There's a lot. Do a fly through. So Eagle River. So the beginning here is gonna look pretty similar to what we see, what we've seen in the past, especially with Halo 5. Oh yeah, that sign looks so much better if the color spread wasn't bugged. 343. Fix that shit. But it still looks good. All right, so we're rolling through the track, and as you can see already, that first straight is pretty similar, but this beginning is quite a bit different. The banger's a bit different here. It's a bit more stretched out, a little bit more space, more of a winding turn. And then we got the, instead of that, like, going into that hairpin and then go into the oval turn, you just go into the oval turn right away, into the Talladega turn right away. And it's a lot tighter this time too. It's a very tricky part of the track. You have a lot of speed out of it. You rolled into here. There's a nice left-hander to set you up, or a couple left-handers to set you up for the trickiest part of the track, which is this chicane, which doesn't look, it looks harmless. It's not. It's not. The chicane's actually pretty tricky, and you really have to nail it and set yourself up for this last corner. And if you do it properly, you will make gains, and you will notice the time difference quite a bit. It's definitely very noticeable. But yeah, so got the blimp. Got multiple effects around the track. We'll see everything as we run laps, but yeah, it's a pretty crazy facility. So that's awesome. Definitely, like I said, the best looking version of the track for sure. Into the deep northern forests of Wisconsin. And let's get this heat race lineup going. Let's get this started here. So on the front row, it's going to be right to left that I'm calling them out here. It's going to be Soul and then Hunter, and then we're going to have Blake and then Roman in the second row. There they are. And then we're going to have in the third row, we're going to have Matt and Nuked right to left. And then in the final row, we're going to have Vulcan and Luke in the final row. So that's what we have for this first heat race. Going to be doing timed races here in Scrimfinite, 4 minutes plus a lap. I know it's quite the extended intro here, but it's a lot to go through. Nades out, and we're off. Green flag, and I'm warning you now, I'm probably going to do a lot of POV action in this game because I don't like the theater. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to be the one to say it. Don't like it. So I don't know how to switch POVs. All right. Why are theater controls different? What's all right. Lap 1. Looks like Soul led the first lap down. We're blazing around the track. Battle there between Matt and Roman, I think. A little squirrely in the Talladega turn, and the problems that will arise quickly with this game, that it's going to be hard to point out, but yeah, what you see in the theater is not what the racers see. So this game is, I guess we're just going to be on my POV for the C race because I don't know what the hell to do. This game is bad, and it's the laggiest Halo title ever released, and it's not even close. And that's saying something, because Halo 3 Online, I know nostalgia goggles, but Halo 3 Online was terrible back in the day. I don't care what anyone says. It was god-awful online. It really was, but people were just blinded by the light. Like right there. I promise you what just happened to me on my screen if I were streaming it, which I chose not to because good lord, I don't need I don't need to add more conk onto how bad it already is. So I'm not streaming these races until theater POV. I'm just not doing it because it's already bad enough. Just can't deal with it. Can't be fucked. But yeah, it's just you're gonna see multiple things that look off throughout the night. Like right there, I'm slamming Soul in the wall. I promise you, I was literally full left stick, turning left as hard as I possibly could, and I'm still just like not turning. And these gooses turn on a dime. So yeah, if you don't, if you didn't participate in the race, basically what happens is, I think every person has like a lag field radius. The way that I described it a long time ago that I think makes kind of some sense is it feels like if you welded, this isn't in the game, by the way, this is another thing that's missing from this game. If you welded like a gravity volume onto everybody's goose, that's kind of what it feels like. That's kind of what it feels like. It's like if you're running on your own, it's like kind of okay. But then when the grav volumes collide and they start mixing, it's a different game. It's just a different game. And that's not even it. It's not even just when you're next to people. It can be when you're on your own as well. It's better when you're on your own, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. There is still some very peculiar things that happen when you're on your own racing in this game. So yeah, it's very odd. We're on board with Luch going to try to enter the top 5 here with almost, we're getting pretty close to the white flag here. That's Nuked in the lead right there. Roman in second right there. The podium spot is filled. Oh, wow. Well, that just spiced it up. The podium battle's on. And again, I guarantee you, that was Blake there. I guarantee you he did not just run straight into the wall randomly. I promise you that's not what he meant to do, but that's what happened. And it's not lockup. It's not lockup. It's not input. It's just the game. It's just the game. So that's what we're dealing with. But yeah, now this podium battle is heating up. I believe we're going to be on the white flag this time by, and we're going to have a great battle here for third. Potentially Blake, Vulcan, and Luke still duking it out here, trying to get the best starting position possible. It may not seem like a lot to get the podium spot in the heat, but on a track like this, it could actually mean a ton. Like, you definitely want the starting position here at Eagle River. It is very difficult. You can actually make some gains on this track, but it's just how it always has been. If you don't have that good starting position, or if you just don't get a good start in general, it's a very hard track to deal with. Good battle to the line there, but Vulcan ends up getting it. It's going to be Nuked, Roman, Vulcan, Luke, Blake, Soul, Hunter, and Matt. And yeah, I'll try to figure out how to switch the POVs in the next heat. We'll see about that. But it's first heat here on Halo Infinite. So now let's go over to heat 2, where I'll probably bitch about the lag some more. All right, we're moving into the second heat race. I figured out how to switch POVs. Let's go. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. All right. So let's go into the second heat. So in the second heat, we're going to have Camby and Real Deal right to left on the front row. And then we're going to have Slaunch and Opix in the second. I have to burp. I did it in the mic for your viewing pleasure. That's how I feel about this game. Armada and Detail in the next row. And then we got Jared, who probably just ripped a burp like that before the race started, in the back row. So that's what we got here. 4 minutes plus a lap again for this this next heat. I'm checking the time. Okay, wanted to make sure. All right. And we're green. And the left side... What? Was that a real start? What the hell? What was the left side? Just didn't go. What the hell was that? Why did the left side just not go for like 5 minutes? Oh, that sucks. That sucks. That was a big delay. So they figured out how to switch POVs, but there's a lot of people not racing in the heat, but I'll try my best. Let's get up to the... Dude, it's so slow in this game, too. Like, I can't... Whatever. All right, so we've got battle for second here. This is between Opix and Detail right now. Opix is the one in second at the moment. Detail in third. I believe it's the battle for first and second. Let me double check. There's no way the guy in front of him is being lapped already, right? There's no way. It's the battle for the lead. Was there? Am I tripping? I swear to Bob there was somebody in front of him. I'm losing absolute full. Anyways, battle for the lead. It's a heat race. I don't give a shit. Detail trying to chase down Opix here for this heat race victory again. Could be the difference between a win and like a top 5 even. Like this, the heat races on this track are so important as they are in every version of Eagle River. So, you know, they're both going to want to be gunning for this one. Detail really locks in the chicane that time by, but the problem is Opix still had a decent run, so how do you make the pass? He's able to keep the momentum around the outside, and now he might be able to complete it here. Very nicely done out of Detail, but Opix is still hot in his bumper. Oh! And he goes down. Unfortunate. He was so close on his bumper right there, and I think just a little too close. And this is the tough part about this game, too. You'll see it here. But yeah, maybe just a little too close, and Goose got some air, and Opix goes down. But still, look at this gap. Very well ahead in second place. That might give Detail a big advantage for the heat win, but... all right, Real Deal just went into the wall. I bet he didn't do that on purpose. But unfortunate for him. Good gameplay here. All right, there we go. Jared and Slaunch. Maybe not what you'd expect, but these guys are ready to put on a show in this heat race. We've got Slaunch we're on board with right now with this dark red mongoose. He's got the black and cyan, and he's running down Jared, who's got the default peasant mongoose. I'm sorry, Jared. But with the Cloud9 skin, that's the equivalent of driving like a freaking Toyota Camry and then having like Gucci on or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's what Jared's doing. But but anyways, great battle raging on here still for, I think, third place. Yeah, I think so. But I guess we'll find out. It's hard to tell at this point. I believe it is Opix in front of him, but it's hard to tell at this point. Could be Camby. Could be Camby as well. This might actually be for fourth. But this is actually a pretty good battle going on. Slaunch. Oh! Diving it to the inside. Seeing we could find there on Jared, but just couldn't quite find the gap that time. He's trying his hardest to find an opening. That might be it. Slaunch railing the rumble. And I think he might have completed the pass in that corner alone. Great move out of Slaunch here. But he's getting force pushed from Jared. And, yeah, Slaunch did not train for that going into this race. You know, he didn't know that he'd have to, like, counter, like, force bubble shield something, I don't know, in this game. He wasn't prepared for the Jedi tactics to even be a thing in this game. But it is, and, you know, he'll have to grow accustomed to it as the night goes on. I don't remember what time we started, I'm gonna be honest, so we're just gonna keep flipping through. Camby here. He must be a bit further back. Matt spectating there. Armada getting a nice run in that last turn, trying to make a move on Real Deal. Let's see what Armada can do here. Trying to find an opening, and he's very close behind him. Can't quite find that inside line. Camby's getting pretty close, too, and I think we're nearing the end of the race. Oh, Real Deal gets cheesed in the outside wall. Defending it against Camby. Oh, no. Hold on to it, Camby. Very close. I think we're on the white flag. Oh, he already finished. So Detail is going to take the win. Armada will hold it on. He will take the podium spot. He'll hold on to it. Detail takes the win here. Opix second. Armada third. Looks like Camby in fourth. Real Deal a lap down, potentially? Armada a lap down too? I don't know what's happening. So maybe Camby third. Jared fourth. Slaunch fifth. And then Armada and Real Deal. I don't know. I guess they're a lap down. That's unfortunate. There we go. So Armada will finish in, in sixth and Real Deal in seventh. Not an ideal start to the night there. But yeah, both heat races are down. And we're going to move into the two motos for Eagle River. Holla.